Hey guys, Nikki here, and today I'm going to show you some easy pec stretches that you can do using a foam roller. Stay tuned. All right, so let's get into it. So all you're going to need for this is a foam roller. Any kind is fine. I suggest using one that's long because I'm going to mainly show you how to do stretches lying the length of the foam roller today. Real quick, if you're wondering why you might want to stretch your pecs, well, it's that great big muscle here along the front of the chest wall. And what happens for a lot of us is because we're weak in our shoulder stabilizers and we sit at our computers, at our desks, and in the car, we tend to end up a little bit forward in our shoulder posture. So taking a little bit of time to open up the pecs can be a really nice way just to kind of improve your posture, and it can also decrease some of that tension that we get across the back, the neck, the shoulders, and the jaw. So all that you're going to do, you're going to grab your roller, you're going to lie down the length of it from tail to head. Once you get on there, check that yes, your head is on the roller and your back end is on the roller. That's important. Put your forearms on the ground, knees bent, feet flat. I want you to start by taking both arms up towards the ceiling. Feel your shoulder blades settle into the roller, and then bend your elbows, and you're just going to let your arms come down by your sides. And depending on how tight you are, they may or may not touch the ground. Now for me, what I immediately caught was when my arms came down, I'll exaggerate it, my back came up. So I want you to soften your ribs heavy towards the mat and feel the front of the chest really get open. And for me, just this stretch alone is pretty significant. If you're feeling good with this, you can make it a little bit more dynamic. So you can kind of take the arms up, inhale, and then exhale, open them wide, feeling that stretch across the front of your chest. And then again, just taking the arms up and then opening wide. So here now, kind of neurologically, creating this movement with our shoulder blades and our chest with the roller can often kind of just help open up those areas that might be a little bit restricted. And if you're like me and your arms almost don't touch the ground or can't touch the ground at all, you can even put two pillows on either side of you to let your arms rest onto to kind of decrease the angle of stretch just a little bit. So now let your arms come down. See if they're a little more willing to go there. Mine kind of are. And now you're just going to do little baby, I kind of call them snow angels, where you just kind of take your elbows up and down. And so the act of doing this will kind of stretch the pec along different fibers. You can let your hands hover a little bit off the ground. In fact, for me, I kind of like my arms a little off the ground just because, like I said, this is a pretty significant stretch. Good. And now you can turn these into circles. So you can take the arms up, inhale, exhale, let the arms open, keep the ribs heavy, and then sweep them around. So you can make these pretty big, enjoyable circles, but just be mindful that you're keeping your ribs pretty heavy to the roller. If you lift them up, you're no longer stretching your pecs or mobilizing your shoulders, you're actually just using your back. And now let's go the other way. Reaching the arms up, and then taking them forward. So of course, we're not just stretching the pecs here. Your biceps get a little bit of opening, some of those tissues on the back of your shoulders. But the pec is just sort of the focus for today's video, if you will. Good, we'll go one more. And let's just throw in one more variation. Now, if you have a shoulder injury, I wouldn't do this one. In fact, I'd make all of this much, much smaller or check with your PT or your doctor. But if you're just kind of tight because you lifted some heavy weights or something, this one can be nice. So now you're going to cross your arms across your body like you're going to hug yourself. You're going to take your arms up overhead like you're going to pull a shirt overhead, and then you're going to sweep the arms around, and then you'll put the other arm on top and do the same thing, open and sweep, keeping the ribs a little bit heavy. So doing this will just kind of, again, create some nice, easy shoulder motion. I'm not pushing or forcing anything. If you don't have as much range, just make it as small as you need to feel a little tug, but no pain. Good, and then just maybe let your arms kind of rest down one more time by your sides. Breathe into that stretch, kind of enjoy it. And you're done. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, I'd invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out new videos with tips and tricks to get results in your fitness program without pain every week. Take care.